Yes, we are closing out the Alliance War season, season 22, the 12th war. This will be the last war of the season, and this was a really interesting war for me. It was my shortest war of the season, actually, even though it was arguably the most important. The defense we had here just really did not lend itself to complement my roster. I didn't have a lot of great counters. The defense placement was really good, very smart, very difficult. So I took the fights I could, but for the most part, I just didn't have the right answers for this defensive placement. So having said that, let's get into it, and we've got a few fights to show you, and let's see how they go. So we're going to get in a quick scout, and you can see my path. Path 4 in section 1 only has that Annihilus on it, which is a tough fight for me. He's difficult for me to fight. Iron Man Infinity War, Man-Thing, Mixmaster Korg, a Void on the Footloose. Back on my path, Spider-Gwen, Invisible Woman, really good placements. The bosses, Dr. Dooms, Void, MODOK, really good placement across this map, you can see. So we're going to take our first fight, and we're going to use Dr. Doom, obviously, as the class advantage. I am going to do something that I haven't done yet this season, which is use a very specific type of boost. And this boost is really popular among really high-level players. I just haven't had the need to use it yet personally, but because it is the very last war of the season and it was very close in the beginning, I wanted to make sure I didn't contribute an early death for no reason. So I'm going to use this advanced power boost here. They're really great depending on the champion that you're using. And I'm going to use it here just to make sure I can get Dr. Doom's special one-off and nullify that Cosmic Control Rod, because it is a 5-star rank 5 Annihilus. In case I miss that first parry, in case his first hit is an obliterating strike, I can get backed into a corner really fast. So we'll see how this goes with the Power Start boost. I actually do get the parry to start the fight, so that was really lucky. I go into a regular 5-hit combo. I'm going to use the special one anyway, just to make sure I can nullify that rod. And now I can parry him at will. I can apply the staggers with the heavies. And now I know that control rod is not coming back for the rest of the fight. So I'm good. This fight is totally in hand. I'm going to bait his special ones because they're easy to evade, and even if I block them, don't do a lot of block damage. So you can see I dex the last part of that. The control rod still isn't back. Easy parries, easy finish with the special 2 here. Took a little bit of block damage, but 30 hits, 40-second fight. Really good for an Annihilus. He kind of freaks me out. Just one of my less than ideal opponents to fight. So felt really good going into the second section with that first fight down. And that's going to do it for me for the entire first section. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use Blade for this Footloose Void with the kinetic transference. And I've died to this node several times this season. Last war of the season, I wanted some revenge. We're going to bring in Blade, who is a great counter here. And this person's also running Suicide, so they're taking damage from the debuffs, and they're going to take damage from the specials. I get to the special 2 right away, throw it off, ton of damage. He launches his special pretty easily, and now I know I just have to parry. He throws another special 1, so he's got the Footloose active, but fortunately the bleeds and recoils are actually going to do him in. So that was so smooth. That was so smooth. Looking at that fight, I don't know how I died to the previous ones. That node just gave me problems all season for whatever reason. So it felt good to close the season out with a win there. That was big for me. So we're going to hop back on our path where we have the Spider-Gwen. She's a 5-star rank 4. We've seen her here pretty consistently all season long, so I'm pretty familiar with this fight. Basically just hit her as few times as possible. And with Blade, that's going to be really easy because I'm going to gain power really fast while she's bleeding. But you can see I'm just missing a few parries here to start the fight. But get into a groove right here, get off the special 1, keep her bleeding, keep the damage going, trying to stay close to her so I can gain power. She hasn't thrown a special yet. She's got 3 evade charges, so I'm just making sure I don't hit into her unless she's stunned. Throw the special 2 while she's stunned here, it connects and takes her down in 23 hits. Another clean fight for Blade. Once again, showcasing that he still has it. He's still such a good champion for certain matchups, even though he's kind of been phased out lately. He's just been an absolute MVP for me when I've brought him into war this season. So that's going to bring us to what is actually going to end up being our last fight of the season, of this war. and it's an invisible woman on this steady build-up, unblockable, crumbling armor node, which again is great placement for her. This is by far the ideal spot. So we're going to bring Blade back in for this fight, and this fight goes really well, actually. I'm not going to hit into her invisibility shield so I don't trigger the debuffs. The bleed does the damage and takes it down. I'm missing some parries here because I'm nervous. I get a nice parry against the wall, though, to help me out. Launch the special one to get some ground back. The bleeds are doing their thing. She's going down really quick. I have no debuffs on me yet, so I don't have to worry about the unblockable, and another special one takes her down pretty quick. Evade her special one. And this fight's pretty much over, but we have a weird interaction right here. And I'm gonna slow it down so you can see it. So I stun her right here. I go in for a hit, she's pretty much dead. I trigger the special, and the special connects on the first hit, which is great. But after that first hit, you can see right there she goes invisible. So the remainder of the special attack misses. Like misses badly. And then she goes right in to hit me while the special attack is still going, which I wasn't really sure that could happen. I wasn't really aware of that interaction, so you can see I'm catching these nice hits to the face right here, just pummeling me with criticals. This was like a shocking moment. Another critical, all her hits crit, and just basically destroyed me. So that was fun. Fortunately, the bleed damage KOs her and kills her right there, and I get the finish. She goes down. I get the full attack bonus either way. That was my last fight. I didn't need Blade, so it worked out for me. It was just a little strange. I wasn't really sure that could happen, so odd interaction. So here's the end result for Titan Eternals. We ended up losing this war pretty badly, actually. It really wasn't that close. This alliance, Fallen Angels, played really well. Their defense was very good, very strong, very strategic. Their offense absolutely crushed it. We had like double their deaths or something. So it was really tough. And it was really tough because I knew that had we won this last war, we would have ranked in Platinum 4 for the season. We didn't. So unfortunately, this loss did what I thought it would do, which bumped us into Gold 1, the very top of Gold 1, but Gold 1 nonetheless. So we did not get those really juicy Platinum rewards. It would have been my first time finishing in Platinum, which would have been great. But overall, I couldn't have been more excited with how this season went. As an alliance, we came together, we played really well. This was my first season in this alliance with Titan Eternals, and I thought it went great. We have a lot of great players, a lot of great communication, teamwork. So overall, it was a great season, very successful from an alliance perspective. Pretty successful from my own perspective. I got a few MVP spots. Didn't die a whole lot. We obviously did die several times, but I think it was pretty minimal compared to what I was maybe expecting at this level. So it felt really good. And we'll be here for next season. Looking forward to season 23 and possibly pushing that Platinum 4 spot. So we'll look forward to next season and seeing everyone then. Thanks for watching.